Kev, in watching Raw, other than the Cena stuff, um, Punk, it would have been nice to have had some kind of explanation from Logan Paul about the aligning with the vision. I feel like this was glossed over too. You mentioned all the interference in the ladies tag championship match, but I just feel like this is another thing that the writers were taking the week off on. We saw the big end last week, Logan Paul and the staring through the brass knuckle gimmick, and you got Heyman, and this was not addressed, and we just went to the big setup for Survivor Series, which is great. It's gonna be a good match. They did it well over the last few weeks. I just feel again, here's another element of storytelling that nobody thought to address.
Well, I mean, it was kind of hard to add one more. I mean, I think just the reveal was what they were looking for. They had brought Logan. That was the first time Logan had been on the show in quite some time when he came out during that, and then
Mm-hmm.
he definitely had impact. And then now they go to the Survivor Series. So, I mean,
But isn't that important? Isn't the story of a turn or an alignment with a faction? Isn't that really important to getting people emotionally
well, I
invested in the
think
match?
once he blasted Punk in the skull with the brass knuckles, he was pretty much on the squad with those other guys.
And why? He could have done anything. Could have done anything in the company.
Yeah,
Why
but
that?
he came down and basically took out the guy with the chair. That so Bronson and now they're both one's name is
I know
Bronson
Bronson
Ward.
Reed, Braun Breaker.
Yeah, the others, yeah, but the other one's Bronson Ricksteiner.
Yeah,
So
right. He's really Bronson.
he's really a Bronson. So the double B's,
Yeah, yeah.
Killer Bees, Part 2. Ah, maybe fucking Logan Paul humble them.
Yeah, I was gonna say, does somebody break somebody's back? Um,
Brian Blair.
yeah, but I don't know. I just figure what do you think about the buildup? It's going to be a good match, right?
Yeah.
War Games match. Adam Pierce, dutifully put together. Um,
Then Rhea came down and made that last night a 4-on-4, which still did. I still didn't think that they should have taken the belts off of. You could have fucked them and then you know. But
Old Country way.
yeah, I think them get I think the belts were kind of handed off shitty to them, but
Right.
there's nothing worse than a cold turn.
But so what's a title today, though, Kev? Doesn't have the significance it used to, right? We can agree on that.
Oh, I don't know. I think that Punk. I think that Seth did a good job. Like Gunter held that belt and made it mean something, and then it went to but they've had so many injuries and so many start and stops with different things. You know,
Mm-hmm. I
I
think
was
that
surprised they beat Damian
mhm.
Priest.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's another like non-factor all of a sudden after what seemed to be a push about to happen, right? In a
But
significant way.
I don't know how bad I don't know what his injury was and how bad it is, and if he's 100% back yet. Maybe that was because they had him sell the eye in the match.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I just feel like we get a good setup, and it seems like somebody. How frustrating for the talent too. We've talked about LA Knight and stuff. It looks like you're in the cockpit. fucking point the vessel skyward. You hear the burners fire up, and it just never gets liftoff. Just
He never
because everything.
recovered from that fucking SummerSlam being too close, too close to the ropes and not grabbing the ropes. You
Yeah.
know, I mean, it's just little things that just push it. You just never know, right?
Well, Instagram Wrestling Historian Mr. Nash, it's been 20 years since we lost Eddie Guerrero. Is there a memory or story about him that still sticks with you? Thanks in advance.
The first time I ever got in the ring with him, Pac was working with him in Fayetteville, and we're, I think it's like, is that where Fort Bragg is, Fayetteville? I don't know.
It's down there.
Yeah, North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
That's North Carolina, right?
Yes.
And so Scott said, "Are we going to feed Eddie?" I said, "Oh man, fuck, let's just let's just get through that." It was on TV too, and like Eddie and Pac had such a good match. It was just like we said, "Fuck this, man." We were feeding like a son of a bitch, and Eddie was just Eddie. Nobody had to go, "Hey, we're on our way." I mean, he had eyes in the back of his head. He put a drop kick. I barely got over the rope, and he was right there to catch me with a drop kick, like at my chin, both feet, and to send me right back over. And that was a thing of beauty.